Sometimes I just don't even know the answer. But the most common question on my stream is, what do I use for my flight planning? When I bring up this iPad screen, people be like, what is that? So I'll bring it up again. Again, this is called ForeFlight, and I'm going to show you guys on here what the route is going to be for the screen for this particular flight. So there we go. ForeFlight, yay, ForeFlight. So again, we're taking off from Salt Lake City. We're going to go to the Wasatch VOR, TCH. Then we may or may not be at we probably will be at 7,000 feet to join Victor 21. And that Victor 21 MEA is 7,000 until you get up here to the Ogden VOR. And then this Victor 21, the minimum altitude now is 10,000. So we go from 7 to 10 after Ogden. We continue to follow the Victor 21, Corn Waypoint, PIMI at 10,000 up to Malad, Idaho. Now there's something very special about Malad. It's where all Utahns, the people who live in Utah, buy their lottery tickets. So it's a very important place. Malad, we're then going to take a turn and we're going to do the 101 radial to Husum, and then we'll come into Logan Cache Airport. Some beautiful mountains that'll be on this way. I'm not sure which approach we can shoot. If I look at the procedures and I go to approach, it looks like in Logan we do have an ILS 17, so maybe that's what we'll do. We could shoot the RNAV GPS 17, I don't know, but we'll find out. So that is ForeFlight. You catch him on Discord, you don't bother him on stream? Yeah, Discord's a good place for tech support for sure. Thanks for the stream, mate. I'm going off to bed. I'm glad you like the tattoo. All right, R. Wilson, thanks for the subscribe. Thanks for joining. Catch you maybe this weekend if you're available. Have a good one, my friend. All right, we'll turn on our landing lights. Boop. Strobe lights on. And I'm going to do a no flaps takeoff. Oh, actually, it does signify takeoff flaps right there, so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to hit my flap notch down to takeoff. And then, yeah. And then I'm going to also set my G1000. I'm going to see if my SciTech panels work here. So they make this work. Oh, look at this. SciTech panels are functional. So I'm going to switch to the altitude position, as you can see here. I'll try to not get a glare. And then I'm going to rotate this up to, and as you can see on the screen, it's rotating that up to 10,000 feet. So that'll be quite handy that this actually works with this plane. That'll be really handy. 10,000. I think our vertical speed, we'll just go at 800. I think that'll be good. Heading, I'm going to set to, actually, yeah, I'm going to set that to runway heading. So 350. Oh, that's IAS. Oh, that's interesting. All right, 350. So 350 on the heading set. And then the IAS. Okay, it doesn't look like the IAS is a part of it, but maybe it will be does it have an IAS button? No, it doesn't. Okay. All right. So now we know that the SciTech multi-panel is working, so that's cool. Does the SciTech not work with a lot of planes? Yeah, there's a lot of X-plane planes that you need to get special profiles. You either need to use Sparky's X-SciTech panels plug-in or SciTech's X-plane drivers, and then it works in some planes. And then also SPAD.next is another program that lets you work with them. Here's the radio panel, and as you can see here, the radio panel is black. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug it in and see if it lights up. We got radio panel. So as you can see here in the upper right portion here of the G1000, we have our nav radios, and over here we got our comm radios. So if I say, for example, switch that, you can see that that's working for the nav. And then if I switch to comms, that's now switching to comms. That's brilliant. That'll be very, very handy. All right, let's put that away. I think we're ready for takeoff. What do you guys think? I have no idea what the VY is on this, or the VX. I should climb in flight level change mode. I think that's not a bad idea. So I got FLC right there. Probably hand fly it to begin with and then hit flight level change. Do you think that'll actually work? That'll be cool. FLC mode is IAS. Okay, so if I hit FLC, then maybe my climb out speed, I better set that just in case that does work. It doesn't go beyond 167 on my SciTech panel for some reason. That's interesting. All right, well, it's set for 150. I don't think that's going to work, but maybe there's a limitation there. Okay, all right, let's go. Landing lights on. All right, full propeller. Carb heat. I don't know if carb. To me, that seems like that would be an off position for carb heat. If it was cold outside, we want to turn it on probably. But I'm going to have to study that and see if up is off or on. I'm assuming that's off, and then down is on, but I could be wrong there. All right, here we go. Parking brake off. Oh, wait, you guys probably want sounds. Parking brake on. Volume sounds. We'll turn this up for just a bit here. There we go. Not very loud, is it? All right, well, we'll mess with sounds in a bit here. All right, here we go. Ultimate simulation, how you doing? Ooh, it's bumpy. There's 70 knots. There's 80, and there's a climb out. And we'll go gear up. Oh yeah. We'll do a flyby for ham sandwich. On Pilot Edge, I probably shouldn't do a look on the outside flyby. Woo, baby. Ooh, snack. It looks so real. All right, let's hit the flight level change button. So I'm going to trim here, and then once I'm going to go ahead and say we're on runway heading, and I'm going to bring this up so you guys can see it, but I'm going to go Autopilot. I'm going to go nav, and I'm going to go, okay, so nav, it's making a slight turn. Probably, yeah, a slight turn to maybe? No. Oh, it's on the original path. Okay, I see what it's doing. See, that's where if we were on Pilot Edge, see what it's going to do is it's going back to the original magenta before it turns to TCH, I believe. Haha, that's funny. So really, I should just go direct TCH. Oop, flight plan. Clear. Scroll direct to activate. So there's TCH. So what I would do is probably on Pilot Edge, I'd probably go in heading mode for a while, and then I'd make sure that TCH was in my heading. But let's go ahead and do flight level change and see what happens. There's flight level change. It's going to pitch for 150, which is going to bring down my vertical speed. That's awesome. So we'll pitch for 120 instead in the climb. Sorry if I'm ruining some of this. Actually, I do kind of need this though. For you guys. Well, we'll bring it up in a second. Alright, so that's interesting that it's pitching. Yeah, obviously it's pitching. The flight level change is pitching for speed. And I've got 120 set. So that's probably not a good idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go vertical speed mode. And I'm going to go up at 800 feet per minute. This is good. So now we're in a vertical speed, as you can see here, of 800 feet per minute. You don't need carb heat with takeoff power. Okay. Even if it's cold out. Okay. Hey, Maverick. How you doing, sir? Marcus would be yelling. Yeah, Marcus would for sure be yelling at me. All right, we're at not quite at the MEA, so on that, if I go on Pilot Edge in that same flight plan, I'm definitely going to climb out at a higher. We gotta subscribe.
Sir, where are you going?
Sir, where are you going?
Subscribe.
Oh, that's funny. It was Marcus telling me that Marcus would be yelling at me. I didn't even notice. Thanks for the subscribe, Marcus. Appreciate that.
We gotta subscribe.
All right, let's climb it. All right, so our climb out speed right now is only 100 knots. That's interesting, but I'm going up at 800 feet per minute.
Subscribe.
Yes, Maverick, I did the same thing. I went back to beta 5. Yep, I went back to beta 5. And that's the thing about this plane, folks, is this plane won't work with 11.05. You have to have 11.10
Subscribe
for this plane to work. So I didn't like that flight level change experience. All right, let's. I'm surprised this is all I'm getting as far as. Seems like I should get more because it's a multi-engine. Maybe the props are blocked. No. What do you guys think? Oh, I know why. This is why. Look, guys. That is why. Woo! See? Live and learn on the John Fly stream. I make a living on making mistakes. Stuck, how you doing? Chuckle Hut, hello. W Dozal, hello. Gold 4884. So thank you for the 10 months of support, Marcus. I appreciate that. If you guys want to see some really handy dandy ATC, make sure you click on Marcus MMC. Give the man a follow. He streams regularly. And he changed his stream title the other day to an awesome stream title. I believe it was Girl Scout Party or something like that. I wish I could go back to beta 5, but I didn't save a copy of it like I should have. Oh, Scotsman, yeah. But wait, can't you go back to... Isn't 11.10... I thought there was a release version. Did Steam get 11.10 yet or no? And I wonder if Laminar would be okay if someone gave you beta 5 and then you just activated it with your code. I don't know. Let's do a flyby. So now, look at that. Look at that. Whoa. I know it's loud, but there's deer in the neighbor's pool, yeah. That's not a good situation.
We gotta subscribe.
Cowboy 50. Cowboy 50 with the subscribe. Thank you for the support. This outside shot.
Subscribe.
This outside shot is brought to you by Cowboy. Just gonna turn that down just a little bit here.
We gotta subscribe.
This flyby, or this slow roll around the plane is brought to you by Cowboy 50. Thank you. What do you guys think of that scenery? That is some mighty fine scenery right there. All right, Hendo. Thank you again, Hendo, for the subscribe. Thanks for jumping in the stream. I'm glad you found us through the Facebook page. That's awesome. I thought XP only went up to 11.06 so far in the beta. 11.06? You mean 11? 11? Yeah, it's a... Well, I'm not sure what you're saying there, Maverick. Clarify. Look at those mountains over there. That's so cool. I want to take a screenshot right there. Wow. That's a cool plane. All right, we are at coming up to cruise. Let's see if she levels out. There you go, an external drive. Yep, and then you can do shortcuts. It's not stopping. I gotta hit Alt. I didn't arm it. I think in order to do... Now I gotta do a lower vertical speed. Let's go down at 400. And then hit vertical speed. But then I'm gonna hit... No. Okay, there was a way I got Alt S before. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh!
We gotta subscribe.
Goldsy!
Drop those sticks.
Goldsy with the subscribe. Thank you, Goldsy. I gotta rock.
We gotta subscribe.
I gotta rock the Goldsy emote. Flybad64, hello.
Subscribe.
All right, so it didn't stop there. I want to test something here. So if I go up to altitude and I rotate this down, see how it... Okay, so now it's in... Is it going to stop at 980? Looks like it is. All right, let's go down to 9800. So as long as it says Alt-S right there, it looks like it stops at that particular altitude. Did you have a question, GPB? I missed your question.
We gotta subscribe.
What was your question? Oh, what's broken in Beta 6? Yeah. In Beta 6...
we gotta subscribe.
I'm going to take this back up to 10,000. In Beta 6, my plane, my sim... Here, well, let me tell you what happened. This is a really interesting scenario, and I forgot that this had happened. I'm going to bring up my frame rate counter. But in public Beta 6, when I was flying in Europe with the Super Cub and with the A320 Ultimate, on public Beta 6, my frames would drop 15 frames. So let's say it was at 30 frames. It would drop to 15 frames for just a few seconds, but it would do it every 5 seconds, right? But to explain the scenario, boy, this is really cool looking out here. To explain the scenario, that was Europe, right? So I have two different installations, and I've talked about this on stream before, but I have two different X-Plane installations. One is for the US and one's for Europe. In Europe, I was getting that 15 hit frame. Boom, boom, boom. But guess what? I went back to the US and I forgot to roll back to public beta 5. So I actually think I'm on public beta 6 right now with this plane. Is there a way? Can I go to the menu maybe? And I'm not having the problem. General... About. All right. Yep. See, look right there. X-Plane 11.10 Beta 6. I am on Beta 6. I had forgotten that I left my United States scenery at public Beta 6. So I'm not getting the frame rate problem. If you look up here in the upper left-hand corner, 50 frames right now. So that's interesting. So there's something in my, and other people have this same problem where it drops 15 frames every 5 seconds. Maverick, I don't think yours was as often, but you did have a frame rate. So that's interesting. Goldsy, thank you again for the subscribe. Hope you're well, my friend. I'm just doing a test flight, and then I'll feel confident about taking this out on onto Pilot Edge. I'm also rocking X Enviro, but I have a Cavic setting on, or not Cavic. I have 100-mile visibility set right now, manually. So yeah, the lesson here is to always back up. Always back up your beta versions before you upgrade. Now, what I could do is I could go into my X-Plane 11 European folder and my US folder, and I could compare the plugins. Here's the difference: is the vast majority of the scenery in Europe is run off of a USB hard drive, but I don't think it's related to that every 5-second frame hit. But I need to compare the plugins to see if there's a difference there. And then, yeah, so there you go. You're working with a radar student in ZLA tonight if you are picking a place to fly. Oh, okay, cool. I think this plane is I think it's ready to go out. So maybe I could load up at John Wayne or something down there. All right, we're making the turn here at the Ogden VOR. Your sim quality is looking amazing post tweaks. Oh, good. That makes me feel better, because I was kind of bummed because you guys couldn't see the frame counter because of the advertisement for the store. I'm glad that it's working, because that looks good up there too. I'm glad that it's working because I was really bummed when those videos, because there was some really good video on Saturday and Sunday that looked washed out. Can we get John Fly to fly an RNAV approach tonight? Maybe. Can I have cocktails on an RNAV approach?
We gotta subscribe.
Oh,
Nightmare.
Snake.
Nightmare Frame with the 7
We gotta
months
subscribe.
in a row. How you doing?
We gotta subscribe.
Good to see you, Nightmare Frame.
We gotta subscribe.
We've got our soon-to-be 777 captain in the chat. How you doing there? Thanks again for the 7 months. Cocktails are encouraged. Okay, good. All right, we're here at 10,000. Man, this looks so good outside, doesn't it? Look at that Ortho and the mountains over there. Oh. Okay, there's a little bit of a tile problem there, but I can deal with it. You know what? It's a real possibility that I could get inside one of these planes here in the near future in the real world. Actually, Mike Zulu Hotel, yeah, the snow-covered peaks look good. And believe it or not, those are actually a very accurate representation to what it is today. We've got snow-capped mountains here in November at the, because these mountains are like near 10,000 feet. So, yeah. I wish I could send you Beta 5, Iowa Scotsman. I really wish I could. Tac Medic, how you doing? D-Corb, hello. You don't bother about days of the week or time of day? Oh, that'd be nice. I'd like that. Airport bars are really the only place left on the planet where it's still socially acceptable to be drunk at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday morning. There you go. You have to be sure the kids are wearing appropriate
We gotta
footwear
subscribe.
on PE days, yeah. Scotty Adair, hello. Aviation 2015. Hello. This plane is quickly climbing up the John Fly ladder of ranking. Let's take a look here. We got. I should probably bring back the RPMs. So I'll bring back the RPMs into the green. CHTs are in the green. We got oil pressure. Good on both sides. Temperatures in the green. Manifold pressures 21. I'm not sure what we should do, but on here, what do you guys think I should cruise at, I wonder? I feel like I can push it a little bit more. It's only doing 150 knots though. Is this plane... do I have winds? I don't know if I have winds. Data output. Weather. Yeah, no winds. Altimeter 3015. Good frame rates. 57, 58 frames right now. You'll survive? Okay. Yeah. But I bet you'll back up from now on. In fact, back up beta 6 before you go to 7. In fact, back up now. And what I do is I copy... someone suggested that I do a video for this, but I copy everything in the X-Plane directory except for custom scenery and airports. Or sorry, aircraft. So I leave out the aircraft and I leave out the custom scenery, and then I back up the X-Plane version. And then every few weeks I'll back up the aircraft, if that makes sense. If you click on the PFD, you can change the wind indicator to the different ones. Okay, so probably gonna. There's inset. There's next rad. Traffic. We have traffic. There's off. Inset. That's cool. Back. TMR reference. That's timer reference. Okay, cool. So I'm going to start the timer. There's our nearest airports. Click the PFD button for the whole range of things. Where's the PFD button? Next to suspend. Oh, right there. Okay, PFD. Wind. Ah, there we go. Option 2. Okay, so option 1 shows whether or not it's a crosswind and what the speed is. Option 2 just shows a needle pointing at where the wind is. Option 3 shows your crosswind component, I believe. Okay, right now I have winds off, so alright, that's cool. I like that. And then we got DME. There's DME distance. There's your bearing. Bearing 2. Wow. Lots of info. GPS waypoint. Oh, I like that. Altitude unit. Oh, you can change it from inches to HPA. What is that? Hectopascals. What's that called? Standard barrel. Alright, that's cool. All right, we're getting closer to lottery country. Bucky Official, how you doing? Good to see you. Cheers, my friend. Well, I can't cheers you. But, well, that's a lemonade, so I can cheers you. Okay, cool. I can't wait for this to be released officially so I can spend an entire month playing with the G1000. There you go. Hectopascals, okay. Rudyism, hello. Nice to have you. Yeah, lottery country, B2. It's up here. We're going to fly over the Malad City VOR, which is where all of the Utah people in northern Utah, they drive to Malad, Idaho to buy their lottery tickets. That's a Moscow mule. Well, you better be in Germany or something. Hello, Steve. Welcome, welcome. Man, there's some really cool ortho up here. Wow. We'll do another slow roll here.